The topic of this video is finding the domain of the sum, difference, product, or quotient of two functions. Let's look at a problem. Given f of x equals 3 plus 1 over x, and g of x equals 1 over x, part A, find f minus g of x and its domain. All right, so this says the name is f minus g, which means that this is telling me that we're taking our two functions, f of x and g of x, and we are subtracting them. F of x we know is equal to 3 plus 1 over x. And g of x is being replaced with something new and it's being subtracted. So we have to think about if parentheses are necessary. This only has one term, so we actually don't need the parentheses. All right, so this is the moment where all of our function names have disappeared. The function names in this problem were f and g. And in this line, we still have f and g. But in this line of the algebra, this is the first line of algebra where all of the function names have disappeared. So we stop and we determine our domain using this line of algebra. All right, let's begin. Step 1, start with all real numbers. Step 2, even radicands greater than or equal to 0. There are none. Step 3, log arguments greater than 0. There are none. Step 4, denominators not equal to 0. Here's where we have a task to complete. This denominator is x, so x is not allowed to be 0. This denominator is also x, so we get the identical statement, x is not equal to 0. There's no need to list it twice. This is simply telling me I'm not allowed to use 0. So my domain is going to be x is not equal to 0. Or as a set, the set of all x such that x is not equal to 0. Or as an interval, negative infinity comma 0 with parentheses at both ends, union 0 comma infinity with parentheses at both ends. All right, now that I've determined my domain, I will now go back to my problem and I will continue simplifying. Notice that I have plus 1 over x and minus 1 over x. Those cancel, leaving me just the final answer, 3. Now, I want to mention something before we call this problem done. If, instead of stopping here, I had continued on and gotten the number 3, and then went through the 4 steps to find the domain, I would have concluded that the domain was all real numbers, because 3 has no even index radicals or log arguments or denominators, and that would have given me a wrong answer. So it's very, very important that you remember that the timing here matters. You have to stop and determine your domain once all of the function names are gone, then go back to your problem and resume simplifying after you've found your domain.